Hello, everyone. This is a podcast called You're Having a Laff Ref, talking about positivity in refereeing, good messages, as well as, the dark side of refereeing. So we want to be able to start with a bang here with these two boys who were colleagues, referees, didn't know anything about them, seen on Twitter that they're doing a wonderful, wonderful campaign, raising money for a great cause, and how they're raising money really struck a chord with us. So I thought we'd do some podcasts together and let's see what they're up to. So if everyone can introduce Bruce and Chris, and let's tell a little bit about what you've done as a ref, guys, and what you're doing now. Bruce.
Well, I started refereeing local football in end of 1988. I've refereed over 2,000 games. I've done it up to semi-pro level. Never hit the professional ranks, but I've had a decent career, and I'm sort of now doing mainly local football and Chesterfield academy games because I'm semi-retired, and I still love the game.
Brilliant, 2,000 games, bloody hell! Fair play to you, mate.
Yeah, so, in excess. Yeah, it's over 2,000 now. Mainly. I've done some lining, but mainly as a referee. So,
brilliant, yeah. Brilliant. And Chris, tell us a little bit about you, mate.
I'm slightly different. I started refereeing about 43 years ago, but 35 years ago I had a serious illness, so I had to give up refereeing.
Just have to leave you.
However, under COVID, I got myself sorted. I got off the couch. I lost nearly 6 stone in weight, and I wanted to go back refereeing. I'm a ground hopper as well, so I thought I'd like to get back involved in the game itself. So I went and got myself my referee qualifications. Started again last October, and last season I did about 93 games, I think it was. But in January, I just started to throw some of my match fee into a tin. And Bruce and I, close friends for many, many years, we went to school together. And Bruce and I decided together we would try and raise money for Ashgate Hospice, which is a charity local to Chesterfield. It's part of the fabric of the town. Everyone in the town has heard of Ashgate Hospice. It's a wonderful place. They do wonderful work. They're wonderful people. And Bruce and I just wanted to do our little bit, which culminated yesterday. We wanted to do this fundraising for a calendar year. And yesterday we handed over just under £2,400 to the charity, which is 7 months worth of refereeing. But it's also donations from local clubs, our friends, family, local referees, etc., etc. It's just seems to have snowballed. And Bruce,
the thing was that we've not actually canvassed or asked for any donations either.
We've not done a just giving or anything. This is just Bruce and I throwing money in a tin and people saying, "Oh, you're doing that charity, you guys, aren't you? Here's a £5." And it's just snowballed from there. Really.
Oh, it's so real, boys. It's so real. It struck a chord at me, and it's and I really want to see how we can help you profile it. And obviously, we'll make a donation to you. We're also going to sell a couple of items where we'll say this money is going to go to this cause. So, Bruce, you just touched on it. It's basically asking referees, or maybe what you've done is donated your referee and match fee into this good cause.
Yeah, we donated only a small percentage of his match fee, and then people have just stepped up and said, "Oh, we'd like to put £5 in, £10, £20," and they've done it on trust, and that was a big thing. We've got a check on the website, as you've seen, that we wanted to make sure that it was out there and we could see we've actually donated. So, yeah, it's really beyond us wildest dreams, because we thought when we first did it, well, Chris's initial idea that we might make a couple £100 or whatever, but it's sort of
over
like Chris has alluded to. I mean, I'm not sure, where are you from? Liverpool area, are you?
My family from Chalk Posh.
So they'll obviously, you'll have a local hospice there. I mean, everyone
You have, mate.
know someone or
Yeah.
yeah. So
I live in Somerset now. I live in Weston-super-Mare, and I've been down here longer than I was in Liverpool. I've been down here 31 years, and there's a big hospice here that we do, and I've had friends who've been there and passed away there. My wife, she's a survivor of breast cancer, triple negative breast cancer. So I always push stuff out about that. And I lost close friends recently to cancer, and I just know all hospices need support. And when I seen it, I just thought I want to do something here. It was literally I contacted you less than half an hour ago, and hey, you know what I mean. This is what the refereeing community should be like, to create positivity with people you've never met before, and you can let people understand who aren't referees that we are one big family, even though we might have differences. And
well, I've got to say that there's a lot of, well, I'll say a lot. There's a certain amount of negativity about refereeing, but like I say, I've done in excess of 2,000 games, and I've had very little problems at all with anyone. Generally, it's a minority that you get issues with, to be fair. I mean, I don't mind telling you, I've got high opinion of my refereeing ability still. But the clubs, haven't they, Chris? They've been marvellous.
We've had some great support from the Chesterfield Sunday League and other organisations. But the Chesterfield Sunday League, for example, when they had their big finals weekend a few months ago, they made a programme and sold them £1 each, and they donated 150 quid. Said, "Yeah, this is selling the programmes." That's Chesterfield Sunday League. And there's lads, there's teams in the Chesterfield Sunday League. These lads don't earn a lot of money, but you turn up on a Sunday morning, and Bruce gets it more than I, because they know Bruce better than I. He's been doing it longer, but as I say, I've only done it since last October. But you turn up on a Sunday morning to Spartans FC in Division 5, and they'll say, "Here's your match fee, Bruce, and here's a fiver or a tenner for your tin." You know, we call it the Ashgate Hospice.
I'll just give you a little example of one that happened to me last season, if I may. I did a first division game, and there's several of them playing sort of semi-pro football on Saturdays in this game. 15 minutes in, I sent the best player of one of the home team off.
Right. What for, Bruce? What did he do, mate?
It was 2 yellows, actually. Just 2 yellows, yeah. And anyhow, the changing rooms are separate, so I got my own room. And before the game, the secretary said to me, "What's your match fee?" So I says, £30, all in, £30. And he said, "We'll pay you after if that's all right." So I said, "Yeah, fine, no bother." So we came off the pitch, took the ball. He says, "Can you just come into the dressing room?" So I says, "Yeah, I thought I'm going to get a volley here." You know. And he says, "Here's your match fee." Thought I was going to chuck it on the floor, but didn't. "Here's your match fee. And as a club, we're going to match your match fee." So they actually donated £30 as well.
Brilliant. What club was that, mate?
That was New Whittington FC.
And they play in the Chesterfield League, did he?
They played Chesterfield Sunday League, yeah.
Brilliant stuff. And again, you know, people say about us as a charity, you know, we do push the negative messages out there as well as the positive messages. And we will put videos up there, and we do get criticism, which I'm fine with. The reason we do it is that, I agree with you. It is the minority of players, Bruce, and minority teams, 100%, but it's getting worse and worse and worse. And the reason we do it, and our charity do it, is we just want people who are starting out to realise that might happen. But what's really important about it is that other people who might have been in a situation where they've been abused or threatened, or heaven forbid, assaulted, they know we're there. They can talk to us. We won't judge anyone. They can talk to us in confidence. We can put the messages out or not, or just a shoulder to cry on, so to speak. So that's the reason we do it. But I'm absolutely 100% on board. Where I've made lifelong friends out of refereeing that I would never have if he hadn't took up the whistle. So I'll always advocate, take up the whistle, have a go, but remember, just be on your toes in certain situations, in certain scenarios. So I think it's a fair point to say that, Bruce.
Yeah, treat every game like a cup final.
Brilliant.
Not always easy.
That is when I was coming back to refereeing, that was the first thing that Bruce said to me, and we both discussed that sometimes, especially when you get a bit arrogant, a bit cocky about your own ability, you have a fantastic match on a Saturday afternoon, and you think you're Michael Oliver, and then on the Sunday morning you think I had a fantastic game yesterday. I must be a fantastic referee, and you are a complete plank.
You turn into Jamie Oliver.
Yeah, you turn into Jamie Oliver, and you think to yourself that is something. And Bruce supported and encouraged and helped me to get. He lent me some kit when I first qualified this time, and I went out and I remembered what he said. And on Wednesday of this week, I did Chesterfield ladies under 18s versus Sunderland ladies under 18s. And I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. And you've got to go down, especially now the ladies' game is taking off. And my goodness me, is it going to take off? You've got to be able to get down in the trenches, and you've got to treat every game like it's a referee, like it's a cup final. Treat the players with respect. Talk to the players, and just look like you're loving being engaged in the game. Just look like you're loving it, because if you don't love it, you might as well not do it.
What a message! What a message! Which ties in nicely. We've had a campaign for ages. Does many things. The referees kit bank we do, where we ask people for kit, and people who can't afford kit or fell on hard times, or even people who's put on weight over COVID and they can't afford a bigger size. That's what we do with our kit bank, and that's under a message called #LoveTheWhistle. And it's all about the positivity and how we can change the game together and make it better. So that's a really, really good message there, boys. Well, listen, I wanted to do a short one here just to get it out. I want to thank you, A, for what you're doing. Give the hospice a shout out again. What is the hospice again?
It's the Ashgate Hospice, based in Chesterfield. And Bruce and I are dead chuffed.
So you should be very proud of yourselves. I'm going to do my best to get this everywhere I can for you. So a wonderful cause. Thank you for all you do for refereeing, and thank you for what you're doing in this wonderful, wonderful fundraising, boys. And we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.